Welcome back. It's me, your old pal Orpheus, once again with another edition of Orpheus Plays, here playing Blade and Sorcery. We're on the PC version today. Yeah, streaming it directly from the PC right into my brain via the media chip that I had specially implanted. Thank you, Elon. That's right. Anyway, I hope you're doing well wherever you are today, whether it's day or night, or you just got off the phone with a big tech mogul and he said, yeah, how's the chip going in the head? And I say, fine. Anyway, hi, how you doing? We're here in the arena today. We're doing survival mode, and I've installed a couple new weapon packs, so there's going to be some different weapons that come out today that you'll notice here and there. I do have my own selection of weapons that I'm going to have as well. So what we want to talk about today, what do we want to talk about? I don't know. You know what? I do know. This is something that's kind of been bugging me lately, and we'll get to that in just a second. All right, let's kick things off. We'll grab the sword breaker. This is interesting. This is a medieval design that, as the name suggests, these little teeth here catch the blades. They don't necessarily break a blade, but they are used in conjunction with something like a rapier, right? So they fit right into there. Anyway, enough historical talk. Oh no, I didn't do my first traditional slow motion kill of the day. I am so sorry. All right, here we go. First traditional slow motion kill of the day. Get her distracted with this. You see this? You see this? Nope, you get nothing except a blade in the face. Oh no. Let's just tap it into place. Oh, no. That is so gross. Oh my god. Anyway. So today, like I said, does she have mushrooms on her hips? Lady, you might want to consider a shower once in a while. Anyway, so I think this is a phenomenon that we all deal with, right? You hear people on the radio or here on YouTube, or you hear them doing a podcast or something, and I think what most people start doing, and this is something you do without even thinking about it, right, is you start to form an image in your head of what they look like. Now, it may or may not be conscious. Like, you may or may not actually think about the fact that you're doing it. But, okay. But most of the time, you start, getting this image of in your head of what that person looks like, right? So, for me, it's interesting as hell. What do you think that I look like, right? What kind of image in your head do you have about me? Or how does that work, right? So, when we hear someone talking, I think immediately the first thing that we do is we identify, more masculine or more feminine voice, okay? So, is it more of a high-pitched and a little bit more, sounding a little bit more gleeful, or is it something that's a little bit more low-pitched and sounding a little bit more serious, right? So you start with that assumption. You say, okay, well, they sound like they are masculine or feminine, so you start building a body image slowly, right? Well, it's more about, what they look like, their head, right, their face, stuff like that. So you start without even thinking about it. So you start picking out things subconsciously, like the resonance of their voice and the depth and the tone of their voice and the way that it sounds, when they say certain words and everything. Okay, so you start building a little bit more of a profile, right? And so I think a lot of us kind of start with this idealized image of somebody, right? So we think, especially if you like the person that you're listening to, right? So if it's a podcast that you really like, or a content creator that you really like on YouTube or something, you probably have a more favorable version of that person in your head, right? You've kind of idealized what they look like. So, what is this? What is this? Oh, I'm not going to try to pronounce that because it'll probably be slightly culturally insensitive if I do. Anyway, so we start building this view in our head of what the person looks like, and I think we do it in an idealized fashion because we like to project the perfect image of someone, right? Especially if you're getting information from that person. So if it's an educational podcast or one that you go to for like true crime or something, you like to idealize that this person is sometimes a professor with nice, well-kempt gray hair and a nice little beard that's, very, very well trimmed and everything. Or, you hear someone that's doing a podcast about going out and partying all the time, and you imagine them as this thin blonde who wears, tight dresses all the time. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. You imagine them as like someone that wears the little black dress everywhere they go, or, they've got perfectly styled hair and, makeup that's all to the T and everything. So you start giving this idealized version of somebody, unless you don't like them, right? So if you're, wow, wrecked. So if you listen to someone like on a podcast and it's let's say they're a guest on something like Joe Rogan. Bye-bye. Was it a dud? It's gonna go off? Yes, it will. I have exploding arrows, by the way. So let's say someone's on, I don't know, Joe Rogan or something, and they're a person that you don't really like. Bye. They're like a public figure that you don't really like or something, right? So you probably, if you've never seen that person, or even if you have, right, you'll start to form this image of what that person looks like. And I think when you idealize it one way, oh no, bye. When you idealize it one way, you probably also go directly proportional in the other direction, right? So if you don't like somebody, you're probably going to imagine that there's some ugly freak or something like that. Okay. So, I didn't even like that one. So why is this important? Why is this something that's worth mentioning? Okay. Well, I have noticed lately a lot more people doing like, face reveal. I'm going to do a face reveal. I think it's been made easier by the fact that people have been able to wear masks for the last, couple of years or few years. I think that's part of it. It's made it easier to... Wow, this whole place is on fire. I think it's made it easier for people to kind of like slowly let themselves feel better about having a face reveal. But the thing is, will your old buddy Orpheus here ever have a face reveal? Probably not. I don't think so. Because, look, there's that anonymity that comes with being, not doing a face reveal. That's something that you kind of accept. Oh, clever girl. It's just something that you got to accept, that there's going to be, a level of anonymity that comes with it. And I think a lot of people just start off that way, especially if they're a content creator, just based upon the fact that it's like easier, right? You don't have to do your hair and makeup, and you don't have to have a spot in your room, in your house that's, perfectly suited for... Oh, no. Oh, God, why? You don't have to have a place in your house that's perfectly suited for it. Oh, no, it's stuck to her bow. You don't have to have, a spot cleaned up with the perfect little stuff in the background. I see a lot of streamers on Twitch and stuff, and it's like, how do you have a room in your home that is just so perfectly decorated, with no junk or anything anywhere? Like, for us, in our home, it looks like someone set up a collectibles convention and then just kind of left. There's not really a lot of room for me to, have a streaming place where I can have a camera, right? So I think it's just kind of like ease of use. It's not, I wouldn't say lazy, but it's like, it's easier not to have a face, like a camera and everything. But as you go on, it kind of becomes a conscious choice, right? I think people like to be able to go out and not have folks mess with them. And this is something I have a little bit of experience with. Something I have a little bit of experience with. Now, it's not like I'm some big celebrity or something, but there. You watch. Nope. I picked it up. But it's not like I used to be some big celebrity or anything like that. But when I used to be in radio, I was pretty well known, right? People recognized my voice out in the community. We were we were the number one radio station in that town and the number one show during our time slots. And so, people knew me. People knew who I was. They knew my name and everything. But they didn't know what I looked like. And so I was able to, like, go out to the grocery store or go out to a place to eat or something, and no one would bug me. And that is until my station manager decided that it was time for Bob and Orpheus in the morning, and that's neither of our names, to go out and start doing public appearances. And so we'd go and do our morning show for the big game, right? We'd have our hype for the big game. Oh no, he's gonna blow. He's gonna blow! Look out, everybody, jump! Oh no. We'd go and do a live, morning show bit from some local store or something stupid like that. Or we'd go to a bar and like have some sort of fan meet or something. And it turned into this, like, because our reputation grew as time went on, and so like it'd get to the point where I would go out with my girlfriend to dinner somewhere, and people would come up and like,
I really liked what you said in the show the other day. Hey, did you know I agree with what you said at 8:30 on Tuesday?
And it's like, I'm on the air for like 5 hours as I turn into Kermit. I'm on the air for 4 hours, but it's like I'm on the air for 5 hours. And you want me to remember one thing that I said, and you want to have a debate about it, and it's like, hey, by the way, I'm in the middle of a bite of my salad right now, so it's like Bad Santa. I'm on my lunch break right now, lady. That kind of thing. So it became a pain in the ass because, like, suddenly, lady, come. Okay, that is our drama queen of the day. She's the one that refused to get off screen. Ding, 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 ding. Anyway, so it kind of got annoying because now suddenly people know who I am, what I look like, and it just kind of presented a problem in places that I went. So eventually it'd be nice to roll over. Ow! I got myself with that one. What just happened here? Okay. Anyway, so it was always nice to kind of go to a new area and be able to, yeah, baby, and be able to have that anonymity back. So, I think it also applies really strongly to people on YouTube, because maybe you guys will know this story, maybe you won't. There was a guy, really famous YouTuber, and he was always, the anonymous guy, okay? And this is the beginning of a story for 1,000 YouTubers, right? But this one, you might know specifically what I'm talking about in a second. So this guy totally for years did this content and was very popular and everything. Everyone's like, do a face reveal. Oh, I'll do it when I hit a milestone. And so he reached the milestone, and he's like, I'm gonna reveal my face, and he did on a stream. Oh no. He did on a stream, and then basically everybody on the internet decided that he was ugly. And they, here's the part that you might recognize. They all said that he looked like the troll face guy, right? You know who I'm talking about? Probably. If not, don't worry. You know what the troll face guy looks like, right? It's that black and white drawing of the guy that's grinning real hard with that banana-shaped face. Yeah. So this is apparently what the internet thought this guy looked like, and so they were relentless, teased him for months. Like, this guy got torn up on the internet, and that had to have been just horrible, right? If that was me, and like I finally got up the guts to show my face, and the entire internet goes, wow, you're kind of ugly looking or funny looking or whatever, I would just be like, all right, I quit the I'd just be like, all right, I quit the internet, I'm done. Like, I don't ever want to be around people. I don't because let's be honest, folks, like, the people can be kind of mean on the internet, right? And you're like, well, duh. But yeah, people can be really nasty on the internet. Because although we live in a really supportive society where people say that they accept almost everything, people can be a little kindergarten-y on the internet when it comes to sharing opinions about stuff. And so this guy got roasted, and I was like, oh my god, no way, dude. Here's another good example. My wife and I like to watch a specific content creator more than most. There's actually like 3 content creators that we watch a lot. And, wow. Ooh. And one of them... One of them is a channel. It was a group of guys that they got bought out by a bigger channel, and then that one got bought out by a bigger channel, and then they kind of fell apart. That's a whole other thing. I'll talk about those guys in another episode. But the other one was a guy who does, he's still on, and he does, your average gameplay stuff, and he's a big, boisterous personality, kind of like me. He's like, hey, everybody, that kind of thing. And he never did a face reveal, and it was because of the job that he had, right? And so what he said was, fire dagger to the arm, bro. Look at that look on his face. Oh my god. Oh. So it was apparently because of this guy's job that he couldn't reveal what he looked like, because I guess he had some sort of private industry job that was security and all that stuff. Anyway, okay, so he finally started making enough money off of YouTube that he quit that job. And so the question started to become from all the viewers, are you going to do a face reveal? Oh, when's the face reveal? Ooh. Oh, very nice. Nordic axe. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, can chop off your head with this. Yes. What do they call this thing? Double-headed knotwork axe. Okay. Okay. So we kept, watching this guy, and it was like, okay, when's the face reveal? Ooh, big face reveal coming up. And I remember this. My wife and I were sitting there, and there's the video. Here it is. It's the day that the video where he reveals his face is here, and he clicks on his camera, and it was just like, what the holy hell? Like, there's no way that voice comes out of that face, right? Like, I won't go into any specific facial features or body features or anything like that to single anybody out. And it doesn't change my opinion. Wow. It doesn't change my opinion of the person as a content creator or anything like that, or as a person. But it's just it was such a huge shock to see this guy. And it's like, what? That's not what, what I mean? That is not the thing that, the voice that I hear. That is not the face that makes that voice. And I think it becomes more of a thing as we go along here, because you talk to someone on Discord, right? You have friends on Discord that you might go, play games with or whatever. Bye. And you hear their voice for months or years or whatever it is. And then finally, there's a fan meetup or some convention or something that you're going to. And you go, oh, I'm finally going to get to meet all these people in my raid group. Oh, cool, right? And then, you all show up at the right time. And then there's that, because none of you really knows what the other person looks like, except for maybe you share some pictures. But pictures don't do human beings justice. We all know that. And so you go up and you see those people, and then it's the same thing. You go, oh my God, that is not what I expected this person to look like. And then it's immediately this, it's this awkward, situation where you're like, oh, good Lord, I don't know what to feel. This happens a lot with, dating on the internet, or at least it used to. A wooden stake. Die, evil vampire, die! Prince of darkness, be gone. Anyway. So this happens a lot with internet dating, especially, in its early days. You'd see someone on a profile picture. What? Apparently you're not a vampire, are you? Let's try it from the back. Nope. In the head? She's immune to wood. This must be a sonic screwdriver. Anyway, so, you'd see the person's profile picture, you'd hear descriptions and stuff, and you'd, talk to them on the phone or over the internet or something, and then it gets to that point where you're like, okay, now it's time to meet that person. And we've all heard that term catfishing, right? But, when it's not on purpose, the person tries to make themselves seem a lot more attractive and interesting than they are, and you finally meet that person, and it's like, oh my God, nope, I'm out. Nope, that's where you get that, you have one of your friends call you a half an hour into the date, and, depending upon how it's going, you're like, oh, no, oh my God, I got a family emergency, I gotta go. I will admittedly, I've admittedly done that a few times in my life. But anyway, so what do you think I look like, right? When you hear my voice, when you when you hear me telling these stories and everything, what is the image that pops into your head of what I look like? Now, my avatar, or anyone's avatar, right? If they don't show their face, there's several channels, like a lot of drama channels and stuff. They'll have a little cartoon avatar that they, that's how they interact with the world. And it's, it's built into places like YouTube and Twitter and stuff, or, anywhere that's a content creation service, because you've got your avatar, right? Well, so for me, so for anybody, that's what you kind of see. That's what you picture in your head sometimes, whether it's a fluffy bunny or an anime girl or whatever. So for mine, right, there it is, right there. Let's put it up here. Okay, see? So that's my avatar right there. Okay, so that is AI generated. I typed in a couple of responses or phrases into an AI generator, and it popped out that little image right there. Okay, so is that what you picture in your head when you hear my voice? Right? Do you picture someone that looks like Peter Capaldi as the 12th Doctor from Doctor Who? Right? Is that what you picture talking to you with a headset on? Is that what I look like? I mean, in some ways, all of our avatars represent us, in a little bit. But for me, is that what I look like? Is that what you picture in your head when you see me? I don't know. So it's things like, I've mentioned that I've been an avid outdoors person, and hiking and traveling and biking and motorcycling and all that stuff. So do you imagine that I'm an athletic person? When you hear someone else that's like, they run a long distance bicycling podcast or something, do you imagine that person being thin and wispy and athletic? Would you be surprised to find out if they were like 350 pounds and 4'3" and like something completely drastic? Not saying that I'm like 350 and 4'3" or anything. I'm actually not anything close to that. But so it's just interesting to me to like how that concept works for all of us. We all form these phantom pictures of people when we don't know what they look like, but we've decided in our heads what they look like. So I don't know. Leave a comment below or whatever, telling me how you think, like what you think I look like, what kind of like body type and everything, and I'll kind of probably not tell you whether you're close or not, but we'll have a good discussion about it. Anyway, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, turn on notifications, order milk from the store, and get some DoorDash for dinner. And that's all the things that you should do. I don't know. That's the YouTube stuff I'm supposed to say. Anyway, that's in my little episode. So will I ever do a face reveal? I don't know. It kind of tends to ruin things sometimes for people, and I don't know if I want to ruin it. I'm pretty good being just this voice that you invite into your home and inside your head once in a while to tell you a goofy story. So we'll see you on the next one. Hope you do good. Hope you continue to do good. And you know what? Treat yourself well, because you deserve it. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Bye!